on to another battle report from Twisted Dice. I'm Darren. Today we've got one of our patrons back on the channel, which he's put the gauntlet down. We're going for a rematch of Orks versus Harlequins. But you're going with a bit of a mix this time, haven't you?
Yeah, I found that with the point instructions from chapter approved and wanting to use some shining spears, I decided to add in some hand to my list, so should be a bit of fun.
That's fair enough. It's
quite slow, my army, very slow.
In a way, the Orcs don't care from which the blood flows. Oh no, that's corn.
Oh, yeah.
Corny Orcs.
Yeah.
Corn Orcs. Yeah, I like that. We're just going to get very, very short time today, so we're just going to get straight into this. If you haven't already, please do check us out on Facebook. Hitting that like and subscribe to the Battle Report helps us out massively. We really do appreciate it. And let's just get straight through the armies and let's go from there. Cool.
And I always look up to Ace as well.
Normally I have to look down to him. That's enough banter. Let's just get straight on with the report.
Okay, this is my mixed Samhain and Soaring Spite, Eldar and Eldar and Harlequins army. I've got 3 detachments. I've got a Samhain battalion, a Samhain Supreme Command detachment, and an Outrider Harlequin of the Soaring Spite detachment. The army is led by the Warlock with Protect and Jinx with a Witchblade, and I've got a Farseer with Executioner and Doom with a Singing Spear. For the battalion, with 2 squads of 5 Rangers and 5 Dire Avengers with Exarch with Shuriken Pistol and Dire Sword. That's going to keep the normal Exarch power as well with the 4-up invulnerable save. Also within the battalion, I've got 2 6-man squads of Shroobing Hawks. Both the Exarch has the same power, which is the mortal wounds on the 5-up, which is from the Phoenix Rising. And then I've got 9 Shining Spear jet bikes led by an Autarch, and the Autarch has got the Skilled Rider Exarch power. I'm not taking the default one, and that's for 1, and that gives the Exarch a 3-up invulnerable save against shooting. Then I've got the Supreme Command detachment. I've got Yvraine. Yvraine is going to have Word of the Phoenix, and okay, I've got Yvraine. She's got Gaze of Aeneid and Word of the Phoenix with Smite. Then I've got a Samhain Farseer with Smite, Fortune, Mind War, and a Witchblade. And then I've got a Warlock with Faithful Divergence, which is from Phoenix Rising, which is the free reroll to either hit, wound, or armor save with Quicken and Restrain. And then to cap it all off, I've got a Soaring Spite outright detachment of 18 Sky Reavers. 1 unit of 6, the black squad has got 6 Zerglaives. The orange unit has got 5 Zerglaives and 1 Starbolas, and the green unit's got 4 Zerglaives and 2 Starbolas. And it's got a Shadow Seer who's going to take Twilight Pathways and Shards of Light as the spells. The ability the trait abilities for the Samhain is Samhain can move jet bikes with heavy weapons, ignore the penalty for moving and shooting, and they get reroll charges. The Soaring Spite is they can advance as if normal, and when they advance, they don't get the minuses for advancing and shooting.
Welcome, you Umis, to my 2,000 points of Orks. In my list today is my ITC tournament list, and for 2,000 points, believe it or not, since the update we've got a lot cheaper, so meaning I can cram a couple more toys or units into my list. But for today's battle report, we're just sticking to what we've taken in the past, only just purely the fact that it's a list I know very well, just to keep it nice and simple. So for 2,000 points, what we got is 3 battalions. The first battalion is going to be Death Skulls, and in my Death Skulls list, I'm going to be taking a big mech with souped up shock attack gun and a big mech with a custom force field, and that is going to be my 2 HQ. For my troops, I'm going to be going with 3 squads of 10 Gretchen. Moving over to the Evil Sons. Evil Sons is really, really cool. The fact that you can +1 to charge, +1 to advance makes a big difference for a nice close combat army. So in this squad, I'm going to be going with 2 squads of 30 Orc boys armed with choppers and sluggers, and then 1 squad of 30 Orc boys armed with shooters. And then I've got a knob in there as well. So all 3 squads have got knobs, and they're going to be armed with big choppers. Really, really handy to have. It's not worth going with the claws. The flat 2 damage is more effective than going for the D3 damage on the claw. Plus, they're better to hit. Moving over to fast attack. For those, I'm going to be going with a squad of 3 Deathcopters, just armed with the big shooters, 6 shots apiece. Mind you, they are only hitting on 5s and 6s, but hopefully they can dish out 1 or 2 wounds. But it's more about just getting these objectives, getting recon, or just being a nuisance, trying to lock something up in combat. Moving over to my next, for the HQ on that squad, we're going to be going with a war boss armed with a big chopper, and then I'm going to be going with a war boss on a war bike, and he's going to be armed with the claw. Moving over to baboons. Baboons, we're going to be going with HQ wise 2 weird boys. One's going to be armed with Warpath, and the other one's going to be armed with the Jump for the psychic side. And then we're going to be going with 30 Gretchen. And then for heavy, of course, we're going to be going with 2 squads of Smasher Guns, 1 squad of 4 and 1 squad of 5. And then to top it off, the creme de la creme, we'll be going with the Looters. 15 Looter boys. Really, really good. They're not bad in points, and what they can do, the ability to shoot and then shoot again, showing off. Doing the more Daka, meaning they can do their more Daka on 5s and 6s, is absolutely massive for them. For myself, would really highly recommend, if you're going to be taking them into an Orc list, this is something that I would definitely take every single time. So this is my 2,000 points. Let's see how it fares against the Harlequins. Mission ITC, and it's cut to the heart, and board type is Dawn of War. I've chosen to opted this side, as Rob has gone for the other side. Objective markers, we're going for something nice and bright. So we've got, my one is down here, one in the center. So the bottom one is actually the center, and we're actually classing these 3 cans as the objective. Not quite ITC, but it's fine. As long as you're within 3 inches of these 3 cans here, you claim that objective. As Rob his objective is actually bottom floor. But just so we can see it for the purpose of the camera and the overhead, we just put it up top so you can see it. Orc wise, kind of gone a little bit, well, not that I can do anything other than that. With the amount of Orc bodies you got, there's not much more you can really do upon it. As for the Elder, they pretty much clump themselves right up in the corner, just to get as much out of line of sight as possible. So let's do that all-important roll to see whether or not Rob can seize. We're going to do that on board.
I'm not going to seize.
You're not going to seize. Okay, cool. Let's go straight in with Orcs, turn 1. End of movement for the Orcs. All I've done is really just move some Gretchen forward just to try and create a bit of a screen. It's going to be difficult with the amount of shots that's going to come through. So it's going to be difficult, but I've just got to weather the storm. Once I do that, I should be able to push some damage in. I'm going to go in with Psychic. So I'm going to go in and cast the Jump. What do I want to cast the Jump on? That's going to be the question. I think I'm going to do the Jump on these Orc boys here. So let's see if I can get that off. It goes off, so let's do that and come back. So all I've done is done the Jump on the boys and put it there. Maybe what I should have done is put the Warpath on them. That might have been the better idea, but it's too late. I've done what I've done. We're going to go straight into shooting, because there's going to be no more Psychic. I can't afford to risk anything. So let's start it off with the Orc boys. Let's get the 60 dice for them, and they're all going to shoot onto our lovely little lass just there. So before we go into shooting, Rob is going to use a stratagem for 2 CP, which is going to be lasting, lightning, fast reactions. So making me -1 to hit, so it'll be 6s. Orcs don't care. We really don't give a monkeys. Let's throw some dice. So 6s. More Daka. Okay, more Daka. Does no additional. Toughness.
3, so 3s.
So that is 6 wounds, sir.
Okay. She takes 2.
Okay. That wasn't as planned, but that's fine. Fine. If we can't kill her that way, we'll hopefully try to get her in combat. Let's go in with the next lot of shooting. We're going to go with the... Let's go in with the looters. The first lot of looters are going to shoot into the squad at the back. And then these are -1, aren't they?
Yes.
So I'm going to spend 2 CP for more Daka. This means I'll hit you on 5s and 6s, and 5s and 6s are a magic number because it also does additional damage. Number of shots, let's see how many we get. So 1 shot apiece, so we're going to CP my first one for 2 shots apiece. Okay, so 30 dice, 5s and 6s, re-rolling 1, so let's remove all the Daka shots. That's a pretty good round so far. Actually really good. So let's re-roll those 1s. Let's get rid of all the misses. So re-rolling the 1s does additional 2. It's cool. And then the Daka shots do additional. Re-roll the 1s. So that's additional 3, 5, 6, 7. Liking that. Toughness.
Toughness 4.
4, okay. So, freeze. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 saves. -1. So going in for the 13 saves. -1.
Ooh. 1 dead.
2 damage apiece, yeah.
2 dead. 3 dead. 4 dead. 5 dead, and 1 and 1 wound. Because they died, the vein on the 4+ gets the wound back.
Maybe I should have done her last then.
She gets 3 wounds back, so she's up to 4.
Oh wow, okay. Yeah, I got to admit, I didn't realise that, so... Is that anything, can you do that every turn, or...?
Any Aeldari that die within 7 inches of your vein, she gets wounds back.
Okay, I've learnt a lesson there. Okay, so I'm going to spend 2 more CP, and that is pretty much showing off. So we're going to shoot all the looters again, but this time I'm going to shoot the squad at front. So unfortunately, just not enough covered it. I can just about see the tip and the base of the model itself. So see how many shots we get. That's the big one. 3 shots apiece. That's huge. Here we go. So bucket loads of dice, 5s and 6s. So let's remove the Dakas. More Daka. Got the 1s, cogs. 4 does nothing. Oh. Do you know what? To be fair, there was a hell of a lot of 6s there, which is really, really cool.
Yeah.
I'm sure I flipped over. So let's re-roll the 1s. Okay, re-rolling the first lot 1s. That's good.
Re-roll those 1s.
So these are the Daka ones. Re-roll the 1s. And that does additional 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on top. That's good. Here we go. So freeze. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 saves. So going straight in for the saving throws. -1.
So that's 1 dead, 2 dead, 3 dead, 4 dead, 5 dead, 6 dead. That's what you kill.
Wow, is that the squad?
Yeah.
Nice. So next up to shoot is going to be the smash gun. So over here we've only got really 2 in the down the line that can see. Now Urain is the one that's going to be closest. So we're going to do the first one to the right that's going to shoot onto her. So for 3 shots. So no minuses on her, is it?
Oh yeah, on the event is -1, wasn't it?
-1. Okay, so needing 5s. So 1 hit. Damage. So that wounds. So go straight into your invuln on this one.
Saves it.
Oh, okay. Next one for 1 shot. Does not hit with that -1. Does make a big difference. We're going to go with over here. We're going to go with why I've got the opportunity. Smasher gun is going to shoot into her. So I have spent a CP for the souped up shock attack gun. So see what the strength of the gun is. Hopefully we'll get a nice big strength. That's not bad. The amount of shots. So strength 8. Toughness 3 you said?
Yeah.
Wow. That's big. That's 12 shots. Here we go. So needing 6s because that -1. 1 cock there. So 4 Dackers, which is good. I'm going to do a Death Skulls reroll on one of them. Does nothing. To wound, I need 2s. So that's all wounds. So it's got to be your so straight to your invuns.
1 goes through. I will CP that one.
Yep.
And I fail it. So.
Okay, for the damage.
Yep.
5 wounds.
Okay.
Oh no! Wow. Okay, so the Orks at the moment are actually been on fire with regards to the shooting. All it leaves me now is just 3 smasher guns just to shoot. One of them has moved, so it's going to be -1. So we're going to do the one that is moved. He's going to shoot onto the red slot bikes because that'll need 5s to hit them. So for the amount of shots, 3 5s for nothing. Then we're going to do the one to the left hand side, and we're going to shoot the squad in front for 3 shots. 1 hit, 1 Dacker for 2 hits. So for the first one, wounds. Second one wounds. So 2 invuns.
On the red.
It's going to be on the ones in the front. Sorry, the Harlequin ones.
Harlequins. So 1 goes through.
Damage 3. And then the next one, amount of shots 3. Wow, these dice have been hot today. So 1 hit, 1 Dacker for 2. So for the first one, wounds. Second one, wounds.
1 goes through.
So 1 goes through. So we need big numbers. 2. Oh. I think that is going to be all my shooting. I don't think there's anything else that's going to actually do anything. But do you know what? Even though that's a big round of shooting, because that's quite a lot of bikes that have been killed. How many points do you reckon I've taken?
600 points.
Wow. Okay, they've definitely done their points worth. So there's going to be no charging because they're going to be out of range of everything to charge. I think that is it. So let's go into point wise.
Leadership for that bike, that lone bike. Survives.
I saw that nearly being a 6. Okay.
My luck so far.
Yeah. So then we're going to go into end of the Orcs turn. Point wise so far, so hold 1 point for the objective there. We've got that objective there. Don't hold objective over there, but I do have 3 units.
2
units. 2 units. 2 units is pretty good. So let's move over to the Harlequins, turn 1. going straight to end of movement for Unari. Stroke Unari versus with Harlequins. Talk us through, Rob. What have you done?
I just tried to consolidate as much as I could. I've got my bikes in position there if I want to double move them up, but I'm worrying about how I can kill them without exposing too much, because if I can get the right buffs out, I've got an option. I've got potential with the Shining Spears to do some serious damage to you.
Cool, I like that. Let's go into Psychic. So what's the first thing I'm going to cast off?
Okay, first thing is I'm going to cast Twilight Pathways from the Shadow Seer onto the bikes. To get them to move again. And they go off with authority on 11. So they get their full move again and they're going to advance. In the movement phase, they've also got the 3-up and vulnerable save as well.
Cool, that makes them really good.
And then we're going to from here we're going to do a smite onto the boys in front, and an 8.
Yep.
And that's one dead boy.
And then
the warlock here is going. The warlock here is going to cast Protect on. I'm going to play 1 CP first to play Seer Council. So this warlock and this Farseer get +1 to cast for 1 CP. So first I get +1 to cast, so I'm going to cast Protect on them. That needs a 6. And I get to reroll because of the Warlord trait as well.
Yep. Is it all both dice or just one?
I'll just bear with me to reroll this one, which I really need Protect on these guys. So I need a 5, and I fail. So
how many CP does that leave you down now?
I'm down to 5 CP now.
5 CP, cool.
And it's all gone peaked on me again.
I know you can pull this back. You know this army pretty well, so I know you can pull it back.
I've got to do a Danny here, so.
Right, that's good. I like that, sir. Not giving up without fighting. I like that.
Okay, so I failed to cast Protect. This Farseer now will cast Executioner onto that unit of boys. I get to reroll because I'm a Farseer. So I can reroll either or, so I'll reroll both. And I get it off on a 7 with a +1. So you take D3 mortal wounds, so you take 2. Plus a killer boy, I take another 3, so that's 5 mortal wounds onto that unit of boys.
Ooh, nasty. Okay, so next up is going to be the next Farseer.
Farseer will cast Fortune onto the bikes.
Yep.
It goes off on an 11.
Yep.
That gives me a 5-up Shrug.
Okay.
And then the next spell from that was going to be 6+ to cast Smite again onto the unit of
Ork boys.
Goes off on an 11. I think it's D6, isn't it?
Oh, is it another smite, is it?
Yeah, another smite. So.
Yeah, it's D6.
So D6 more for another 3. Okay, so last power for this Farseer will be a Doom onto unit of boys. I failed it. I've used my reroll already, so I don't get that Doom. And the last one will be this Farseer will then quicken. This Farseer will just do a Diddy Smite onto the boys. I don't think I need extra movement at the moment. So another boy dies.
Cool. What's the set your
1.
third smite, isn't it? Yeah, it would go off, yeah. End of Psychic.
End of Psychic, yeah.
Going into shooting, the good old shoot phase. So what's going to go first?
We'll do 3 bikes into 1, 2 bikes into.
So this one and this one, yeah?
Yeah, so 2 bikes into that one.
Yep, into this one first of all, yeah? Yep.
So 2 bikes do 7 shots.
Hot, needing 3s.
And then I need 5s to wound you. 4+ is doing mortal wounds. Because you're vertical. So you take 2 mortal wounds and 2 armor saves at -1.
Nasty. Okay. So 5 ups.
Takes 4 wounds. It should be dead.
No. Puts me with 1 wound left.
1 wound. Oh.
It's pretty good. Next, but the 3 bikes.
3 bikes do 10 shots. I hit you on 3s. And I wound you on 5s. So that is D3 mortal wounds plus a mortal wound and 1 armor save. So 1 armor save.
Strength for the gun?
4.
Strength 4, so you need 5s, yeah?
Yeah, so 1 one does one armor save.
Yep.
One mortal wound and D3 mortal wounds.
Do you win on 4s or 5s?
Fives. But 4+ does a mortal wound as your vehicle.
Yeah, okay. I get what you're saying now. Yeah, okay. So 1 mortal wound can't do, and then how many?
1 armor save at -1.
No,
that's another wound.
2
plus D3 for another 1.
So 3 wounds.
3 wounds in total.
9 spears going into the Orc boys.
9 catapults. So I hit you on 3s.
Good round of shooting.
Wound you on 4s. That's all 4 again. 2 wounds total.
Minus
-3 and no rend.
-3, 2 dead. So 1 at normal save, saved. Okay, so only 1 dice.
As I said, your
Next is 2 laser lances.
that's 1 hit, 1 dead.
Yeah. Should I just take this one away now? Yeah.
And then I've got
It wasn't meant to be.
4 Dire Avengers with their catapults. So I hit you on 3s, and then I wound you on 4s. So that's 3, 1 at 2 at -3, 1 at no rend.
Okay, so 1 save. Nope, so 3 more dead. Okay, so next up to shoot
is going to be the Warlock Skarrunner.
Yep.
So hit you on 3s. 3 hits, wound you on 4s. That's 1 dead at -3 rend. Fastest Skarrunner hits you on 2s. Wounds you on 4s. That's 1 wound, no rend.
Come on, you 6s. No, that's another one.
And then a Singing Spear into you.
Yep.
Hits you on a 2, wounds you on a 2. So no rend.
Nope, another one dead. Actually, leave that. Let's take that one.
My Shadow Seer will then shoot a shuriken pistol into you. It's on a 2. No, on advance I miss. I think the other pistols are out of range here. Yes, they are. Okay, so that's it for my shooting phase.
Combat.
First things first. This Shadow Seer will charge into your orcs over there.
Cool. Does he have any?
No.
He can. They can shoot him. Yeah. Okay.
can.
Cool. Let's get some dice together. Here we go. So 6s. There's some nice 6s there. So that is 5. So let's see if they do any additional. For another 2. I like that.
And then 4s.
So that is 4 saves.
And the Shadow Seer takes 1 wound. Yeah, it's Shadow Seer's charge, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So charge 8, I'm in. Like that. These spikes will go and charge you.
Yep. Can't do nothing about that.
So charge distance 5. We're within 6.
Just over in, yeah.
Yeah. Go there, I can consolidate into there and get as much into cover as possible. Yeah, I'm going to go down to the CP to reroll that 1.
CP spent.
4. That's 8-inch charge, they're well in. As well. They go 11 inches.
Yeah, they're well in.
Go first. So the Exarch has got the Star Lance.
Yep.
Exarch hits on 3s. Strength 8, wounds on 2s. So that's 2 dead.
Cool. Is that all the combats from him? Yeah.
That's all from the Exarch. Now from the normal 8 guys too. For the troops, the normal guys in the squad. Strength 6 on the charge, so wound you on 3s. There's another 5 dead.
I was debating about interrupting, but just being within that inch does mean he gets 3 bikes in. So that might be enough to clear the orcs off.
So I hit you on 3s, and I wound you on 4s. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4 dead.
4 dead orcs. Leaves me with 1 left. This could be heaven. Alright, you horrible lot. We'd be getting 2 big hits. You've killed everything else. So 2 hits, hit on 3s. Like a true orc. He's pooping pants. Okay, so end of combat.
Reaper.
So end of the Elder's turn. Going to go into to do morale checks. So I'm going to spend 2 CP to auto pass that lonely little orc boy. And I guess you know what's going to happen in movement.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
So end of movement, all that's going to happen is he's going to move, come off the board, and going to come 30 orc boys, going to come somewhere else on the board. So end of movement, the green tide, they've just popped themselves into that corner. So ideally what I want to do is just shoot those guys off there. Not quite enough room to get into the back gap there. What I don't want to do is, if I dropped them off here, yes, I could shoot and charge, but the problem is it brings them closer to here, and I don't want that. I want to kind of force something in that corner there, because that means I do start holding on to that back objective. We're going to go into Psychic. I've got to kind of clear all these off the table to stop yourself coming. You've got 2 lots of Hawks coming down, haven't you? And then lots of Rangers. We're going to go with debating whether to go with the jump. What's the range on your guns?
24.
24 inches, 9 inches. So I need to kind of bubble you out a little bit, don't I? Okay, I'm going to do the jump. So let's get 2 dice. That goes off. Let's work this out and come back. First up to shoot, we're going to go with. So he would be to the smasher guns.
Yeah.
He's going to be the closest now, isn't he?
Yeah, well, I'm up there, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to. And they've got clear line of sight there as well.
Very close.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to think how I want to play this. So I'm going to go with the. I'm going to go with the looters first of all. We're going to go with looters first of all, and they're going to shoot into that squad of bikes just near. We're going to go shoot with those. So we've got all can see the tip of the bike there, so we can see him. So we're going to go with them. For the amount of shots, 2 shots apiece. I'm going to spend 2 more CP to do more Daka Daka. Okay, so 30 shots going into them. So 5s and 6s. It's not too shabby. Cogs. Let's get the 1s out. Don't think that was as good this time. The 1s to additional 3. More Daka. So that's additional 5 so far. Reroll the 1. Additional 6. That's good. Strength for them.
Toughness is 4, so 3.
4, 3. So that is 3, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's not as hot.
So, of course, you kill 2. And you kill 2.
Okay, so I'm going to spend 2 CP to show off and shoot again. This time I'm going to shoot onto the red ones. So for the amount of shots, get 2 shots apiece. Okay, so 5s and 6s. That's a lot better. Out. Okay, let's re-roll those 1s. Ones. They don't do no additional. Okay, then stack of shots. 8, 2, 4, 4, and then re-roll up 1. Just for additional 4. Okay, 3s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 wounds. Oh, shit. 3, 6, 9, 12.
Fails, takes 2 damage. Fails 1, so he's taken 1 damage so far. Second one, passes. Third one, passes. Fourth one, passes. Fifth one, passes. Sixth one, passes. Seventh one, passes.
What's that say?
8, 3 up and vulnerable.
Oh, what, these, the red ones?
Yeah, because the X-Arc's taken and he's got 3 up and vulnerable. Fails, takes 2 damage. He's got 5 up, feel no pain. He dies, so X-Arc is now dead. So that is 9.
Yeah.
So I've got 3 left at 4 ups. And I have 1 more. Feel no pains. Takes 1 wound.
Oh, blooming hell, I didn't realise. Okay, I'm learning a lot here, lads, and that is that's pretty brutal. Maybe I should have carried on shooting at the other squad. Okay, so we're going to go in with the smasher guns. So smasher gun number 1 is going to shoot onto him, onto this guy here. So for the amount of shots, we've got 3. It's needing 4s. So 2 hit. Daka does no additional. For the first one, wounds. Second one, wounds.
So 4 up and vulnerable, passes them both.
No, it's not what's meant to happen. So next one is going to do the same thing. For 1 shot, hits, does wound.
Fails, it's going to be all that.
Oh, was you? Okay.
Yeah.
Is that a CP?
So,
Yeah.
Yes. So
Okay, how many CP you got left now?
4.
Okay. Smasher gun number 3. 1 shot. Does hit. Damage. Wounds.
Fails.
For 1. I'm going to CP that 1 for 4.
Okay.
So you got 1 wound left, has he?
He's got 2 wounds left.
2 wounds. Okay, for the last one, for 2 shots, and then 1 hit. 1 goes through.
Saves it.
On a 4 up. Ooh. So the Orc boys are now going to shoot onto this squad here. So quite a lot of shots each. So 5s and 6s. So 6s do Daka. Let's get the Dakas out. So that's just half the shooting so far. Let's pop that there. And 2 more Dakas. So Dakas do an additional 1. Nice. 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 saves. Whew. Yep.
So X-Arc's got 3 up and arm save, which he's in cover. So 1 wound. Dead. and then the rest on off 3-ups. And yeah, they're all dead.
Okay, next up, the Death Copters are going to shoot into the bikes.
-1 to hit.
So 6s and nothing. Okay, so the mech guns over here are going to shoot up to this fella here. So amount of shots, 2 hits.
1 hit, -1 to hit.
-1. Does wound. So straight into the invulnerable save.
And let's pass.
Right, next one. 1 hit, 1 shot, sorry. Hits, wounds,
Fails.
does not damage. Right, you bloody gits, let me show you how it's done. So Big Boss, he's going to be shooting this souped up shock attack gun, and he's going to go straight into these little pearly whites, because I don't think we can't, even though there's a gap in between there, you can't see through there. That's the idea of this. So just the red bikes there. So let's, please, this needs to be big numbers, big numbers. So first of all, strength of the gun. Boom, baby! That's awesome. So that is strength 12. So this is going to be awesome. Amount of shots, I need some good dice here. Strength of the gun, so the amount of shots, I'll go with that. 8 shots a piece. That's good. Let's put those back in there because they were really good for me. Oh, mate, this is epic. This is what's needed. Okay, so to hit, so we've got 3 hit, Dackers. So we do the Dackers, do an additional 1. Death Skulls reroll. Does not. So 4 go through straight away. Now these do mortal wounds. Doing the mortal wounds. So D3 mortal wounds each. That's pretty good. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9 mortal wounds.
6, 9, 5 up, feel no pain, so that's the fortune.
Yep.
And 1. That's 1 bike, 2 bike, 3 bike, 4 bike dead.
So then going into to wounds, needing 2s. Death Skulls reroll. Not meant to be. So invuns.
That's 2 saves, so 1 goes through.
Damage 3.
Kills them.
Big debate whether to spend 2 CP to shoot him again. I think I've had my luck. I think I'm going to hold fire there. So we're just going to go for combat. So the Orc boys there are going to try charge into this fella here. Do need a 10?
No, miss.
No.
Here we go.
Yep, here we go. 9 does not get it in there. And I think that's it. So that's not bad turn for Orcs. So far I've killed 2 units. So far, holding 2 objectives. So we've got objective marker 1 there, and we're holding objective marker there. We're going to go now for morale.
I'll spend my 2 CP, so 92.
Cool. I like when you spend CP. Let's go into Eldar turn 2. End of the movement for Eldar. So the last 2 CP have been spent, which are these objectives here on the bottom of the screen. Hopefully I've worked my magic and they're popping up on the screen. But otherwise, where are they?
They are prismatic blur on the jet bikes, and the warriors, the warriors of the riding winds on the shining spears.
Cool. And then just so. These guys have advanced, have they, or they just moved?
They've advanced.
All advanced.
These have moved normally, advanced, and they've just dropped down.
And these can advance and charge, can't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
This
cool.
is the stratagem I played.
And they've just dropped down, and then these have just come in as well. So if you are watching drop down, yeah, okay, these were put in before the end of the movement, but we've agreed that that's where they were going to go, so that's cool. So just in case if anyone's raging at the screen on that one, that's what we've agreed. So then over here, the Warlock is just hiding underneath there, sitting on the objective, because the objective is ground floor. Cool. What we're going with first, so Sweeping Hawks have got their special ability.
They've got their barrage. Because of the Exarch trait, it goes on a 5-up, and I'm going to put all the barrage shots into that unit of boys.
All into the boys, eh? Okay.
So the first 6, on 5s you take a mortal wound. So you take 1 mortal wound.
Yep, okay, we can live with that.
And the next 6 do the same. That's another mortal wound as well, so 2 mortal wounds.
2 mortal wounds, okay.
So that's the end of the movement phase.
Going into Psychic.
Psychic phase. First things first, I will be going Fortune onto the Sweeping Hawks, onto the Shining Spears.
And Fortune lets you reroll, is it?
Fortune gives you reroll, no 5-up, feel no pain. I'm going to reroll this one.
Yep.
To an 8, so it's cast.
What else you got left to cast?
I've got 2 powers from there, 2 powers from there, and...
No, I'll let you have that one off.
So that got Fortune again, which is the 5-up shrug.
That's horrible, that is.
This one, 18 inches away, cast Protect onto them.
Yep.
Which gives them a +1 to their save, which fails again. This one will then cast... oops, no, that's the wrong way around. Can I just double check? He's going to use a reroll there, so I need a 5, and I fail it. This one will then restrain onto that unit of boys, which fails. Shadow Seer will then do a targeted smite into your shock attack gun. I need a 7 to cast it, called Shards of Light. And I fail. I've got no rerolls left, so I take 2 mortal wounds.
I like that.
Then I will cast a Twilight Paths on myself on a 7.
Which does...
Lets me move again, basically.
We're going to try to deny that one. Nope.
So I advance 14 inches. So let's see where I can go, end up. I can end up there. Hello.
Dirty fly keyword.
And then here, I'm going to cast a Doom onto the big unit of boys on a 7. Goes off on an 8.
Mm-hmm.
So now I get all Eldar gets reroll wounds against it.
Yep, that's big. That's really powerful.
And then I'll use my second power. I will do a Executioner onto the Grots. Go for the closest. Goes off on an 8. Takes D3, takes 3 mortal wounds, and then takes another 2, so 5 mortal wounds off the Grots. And last but not least, the second power from this fast will just be a smite onto those Grots on an 8, so they take another mortal wound.
Okay.
Shooting. Let's do the easy shooting first. 5 snipers here.
Mm-hmm.
Are going. Now I should do these guys first, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So first lot's going to shoot.
The first lot will be the left hand. Right, this side, this unit of Swim Hawks will go into that unit of boys.
Yep.
Actually, I'm in range. Actually, can I just double check I'm in range of these?
Okay, so the Sweeping Hawks are going to go into the looters. So I'm going to spend 1 CP for. Spend 1 CP for Grot Shield.
I'll hit you on 3s. And I'll wound you on 5s of these shots. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds onto the Grots, onto the looters.
Okay, so Grot Shield. So 6 Grots, pass on 6 Grots. So Exarch next, yep.
Hit you on 3s. And it's strength 5, so I wound you on 3s. So that's 2 wounds, no rend.
2 more grots. Yep.
Okay, and then there's only 10 more grots, so the next squad will shoot all into the
Looters again.
Yeah, I'll shoot them all into the looters. I count up the dice. I made a mistake at the moment, but hey.
Okay, so next squad is going to shoot back into looters.
So first 5 guys hit on 3s. And I'll wound you on 5s.
Come on, lots of 1s and 2s.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds into them.
5 wounds. Okay, so if we can just reduce that down, first of all. So,
That's 1 dead.
no, this is to pass it on to the grots. So 2 of the grots go on, and I've got 3 saves. So they're dead. So 2. Yep.
Exarch hits on 3s.
Yep. Exarch hits on
Wounds on
3s.
3s. It's 2 wounds onto them.
Okay, so
2 wounds into them.
just put those there, and then just move those 2 there away. And minuses.
No minuses.
So 1 more dead, which takes him, which then puts me back into that 5-inch bubble. So it puts me into a 5-up invuln bubble now from the mech with a custom force field.
Okay, then we'll do Farseer into the Doomed Boys.
Yep.
So I hit you on 2s. I wound you on 4s. And I get to reroll. So that is 3 wounds at no end.
2 dead, which we're going to go with 1, 2. Yep.
Then we've got a Singing Spear into there. Hits. Wounds. That's another no end. No one dead.
Yep.
Warlock into there. 2 hits. No wounds. 2 wounds, 1 at -3.
What's this for?
The catapult from the Warlock.
Okay.
So
2 more. So we'll take. Yep.
we've got 1, 2, 3. All their shots can go into that squad of boys. So first things first, from the Shining Spears, hit you on 3s. And then I wound you on 4s.
Let's just do a dice clean up, mate.
So I wound you on 4s. And then I get to reroll all failed. So that's all. I've got the 6s up -3. So
Yeah, it's just 2 dead straight away. And then.
Oh, that's nice, tasty.
So that's 5, 6, 7 Orc boys dead. And it's from over here, yeah?
Yeah, over there, yes.
Okay. So let's go 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Okay, and then I've got the 3 laser lances that were in range at the time. So 2 hits. 1 wound at -3.
Strength.
6. 2 damage, -3 rend.
What'd you roll on? 2?
3, I rolled a 3.
You rolled a 3, yeah? Okay.
So it's 1 more dice.
Yep.
Then I'll do 1 guy into the 2 left, 2 guys into the 3 left.
Yeah, oh, and these bits here, yeah. Okay, yep.
So the 2 into
Onto this one first of all, yeah?
2 into the 3 wounds left, so 7 shots.
Yep.
So I'll hit you on 3s. And then I'll wound you on. So that takes 3 mortal wounds, and it's dead.
So I'm going to be going with 3 up.
No,
just cause automatic wounds.
On the vehicles, yeah, mortal wounds. So
Can't get nothing on that. Yep. Okay.
there's the 3 wound left one, not the 2 wound left one. So it's that one, not that one. Now the 1 into the 2 wound left one. Just 3 shots. Hit you on 3s. 2 hits. Wound you on 5s. Takes 2 mortal wounds as well. So 1 mortal wound plus D3, which is 4 mortal wounds.
Okay, so that's 2 mech guns destroyed. Any more shooting? I think that's pretty much it, isn't it?
We've got the 5 rangers.
Oh, okay, yep.
5 rangers will then be shooting into the shock attack gun.
Yep, thought that might be the case.
So hit you on 4s. It's 2 hits. Wound you on 4s. Nothing. The next 5 will go into...
Same target?
no, I go into looters actually. What's the worst that could happen now? 1 hit. Fails to wound.
Yay! That's how I
And
like
then
it.
Shadow Seer will shoot her shuriken pistol into the looters on her misstave thing.
Onto who?
I can't hurt you because your leadership's really high.
Yep.
So that's it. So that's it for shooting phase. So let's do some charges.
Let's do this.
Okay.
Okay, what's going to go up first, mate?
Okay. What's
So
going to
combat
go first is going to be the warlock is going to charge into. I don't think he can Overwatch, can he? He can get into.
Oh, he can Overwatch, yeah.
No, you can't intervene though. No. No, I don't think he can intervene if I could charge in the unit in the front. No. So he'll charge the unit in the front of the boys.
Yep. Cool. I'll get work out some dice and we'll see how many can shoot you. So going in with the Overwatch. So 2 so far, and then 2 Dakas for 3. 2 wounds.
4 up and 1, 2 saves.
And you loved it.
And charge distance is 7. I think that's in.
Can't miss that.
Okay, then we'll do the shining spears into you.
Yeah, do you want to move in first?
Yeah.
So Shining Spears next. Can't Overwatch. They're in.
Charge the 2 characters there.
Yep. Can't do nothing about that.
So see how far. 8.
So 3 inches down, because you don't get to gnaw that, do you?
We'll charge into everything within 12. Everything that's already engaged within 12 to see where they go.
Everything is engaged, yeah?
Yes.
So you're just going into these, you're not going into the grots?
No, I'm not going. There's 2 grots left, isn't there? So.
Not on the front lot, you should have more than 1 or 2. I think you've got 3 left in there.
Okay. For the 3 left, the Super Hawks will go into you there.
Yep, okay. So 3 kill up grots. Oh, there's 1. Daka. Just the 1. Does wound.
Just save. And then I
And you shaved it off.
I get it with a 9. Go into the
Boys.
boys.
Yep.
7. So let's go around there like that. And then the Sky Reavers will go into the characters and to the boys squad.
Into the boys, yeah?
And the grots, everything.
But 4.
4. So I'll probably have to send up in the grots again.
Who are you going to use first?
I'll be using my Shining Spears.
These ones here, yeah?
Yeah, Shining Spears will be going into the boys. So I've got 6 attacks here, so I'll just move these dice out.
Yeah, cool, thank you. Makes my life easier.
Okay, so 6 attacks here, hit you on 3s. Wound you on 3s. With a reroll, Ghost of Doom. So that is 5 dead. Was that -3, 2 damage each.
Okay.
Shadow Seal will then go into the Ork Rear Boy. So hit you on 2s. Wound you on 3s, that's 2 wounds at -1.
Can't save that.
So it does 5 wounds to you.
Is it D3 damage, yeah?
Yep.
I think that's him dead. Okay, and then we're going to go into the next one's going to do its combat.
Is going to be the Harlequin jet bikes, Sky Reavers will go into the grots.
These ones, yeah?
Yeah.
So we're just going to take the 3 away. We'll just kill them straight up. There's no point you rolling all those dice, and I don't think people want to see 3 little grots get killed. Do you want to do your piling with them?
Yeah, I'll just... These guys pile in here. See, I just want to put them like that. And these guys will pile in. And they can't...
They can't do nothing now, yeah.
And I can't engage them because then you just hit me with the war boss, won't you?
Yeah.
So
That's the
I'm
plan.
gonna do it. So
That's the bait. Okay. My attack's back. Cool. Let's get some things together, and we'll do that. So pretty much all I'm going to do is my attack's back. These are now just pulled in, and they're just going to attack straight into these. So 11 boys hitting on freeze. I'll let Rob get all the misses out because he's good like that. You see, he's very kind. It's not bad.
And then 5 to wound me.
Toughness.
4.
So 4 is the wound, yeah.
So I was thinking 7 additionals.
Oh, I thought you were ripping me off then. So 4s. That's not great. That was actually well below average, I think.
And then I've got a 3-up armor save. That's cool. And then I've got a 5-up feel no pain. So you do kill 1, and 1 takes a wound.
So just 3 big attacks back, no special weapons on him. 2 hit.
Minus 1 to wound, so 1 wound. And it's a save.
And he does save it. Of course you do. That's naughty. Okay, so end of the turn. So point wise, what were you holding at the moment?
I just holding 1.
Holding 1. So how many units did you kill?
Killed
2,
3.
3 units, and I killed 1.
Yep. So I just
So I hold more, but you kill more. And then your secondaries.
so I kill more.
So you'll get another Reaper.
I've got another Reaper.
Yep.
I've got Recon now because of them. And I didn't get Engineers.
So I'm going to do just breaking heads onto those. So D3 mortal wounds for free. Movement, so all we got is the boys have advanced up to there, he's advanced up to there, so that means they can charge. These are staying put, they're staying put, they're staying put, over there, they're over there. So going straight into Psychic. Actually, let's bring him over to here because we want to do, before we finish movement, because they want to do some smite. So let's go straight into Psychic. We're going to cast off smite onto him. Goes off. Anything to dispel it?
Yeah, I can dispel it myself. So
yeah, let's.
7 I fail.
I fail. Okay. So for D3 mortal wounds for 2. Had to think about that. And then let's go straight into shooting. We're going to cast off. We're going to start shooting. So they're locked into combat, so we might as well do the pistols straight away into those. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 into there. So 4, 8, and then 2, 1 Daka. So 3 in total. No wounds. Brilliant. So the war boss, he is going to shoot everything into them. I do apologise. Obviously the shooting on there, you missed that, but nothing wounded on that. And then the psychic, you missed that as well. So to really apologise on that.
The psychic phase, the shall I say, took 2 mortal wounds.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so 6 shots coming from him into the sweeping hawks. Only 1 does not wound. Wow, you're doing good. And then the over here, they're going to shoot straight up into that squad just there. So let's get some dice together.
Yeah, -1 to hit because I'm in cover.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we're orcs. We only hit on 6s anyway. Well, here we go. So we got 2.
And then 3.
2 Dakas. Only if we had a better hit, that would have been awesome. To wound, 1 wound. Saved. Then we're going to go shooting wise next. We're going to go with this souped up shock attack gun. So you bring the camera over to here. Cool, right. Souped up shock attack gun going from this fella here to here. So amount of shots for 1. Does hit, Daka, does not. To wound, does wound. So 4 up in van.
Yeah.
Fails. Damage, 4 damage.
It dies.
The next souped up shock attack gun, it's whether or not he can see. So going to shoot onto that squad there. So for the amount of shots, we've got 1, does not hit. Second one is going to shoot into the same. Third one, sorry, is going to shoot into the same target for 1 shot. Okay, let's change dice. Next one for 1 shot, hits. Daka, nope. But for wound, he does wound. So 1 save, well, 1 invulnerable save if you got it.
What saves?
You not meant to do that. Next one for 3 shots. For 1 hit, Daka. So 2 hits. First one wounds, and then second one does not wound.
Is it?
And you love it. You're not meant to save off my souped up shock attack guns. That's not how it works.
It's on a 3 up as well. So.
Yeah. You're still not meant to save that many shots. Okay, over here, we're going to go with souped up shock attack gun is going to go onto the same unit. 2 shots, 1 hit.
No miss it. -1.
-1 on those. Yeah, of course. Next one for 1 shot. Does nothing. Oh, wow. Okay. It's not cool. Over here, we're going to go with grots first of all. So 10 grots are going to shoot over onto the sweeping hawks. So needing 4s because they are grots. So that is good. And then to wounds, we need 5s. So 2 wounds from grots.
Cool.
Yes, mate. The grots are in there. The grots are in there. Okay, so then the next squad, we're going to shoot over here. So 20 guys are going to shoot into here, and then the 10 are going to shoot into bikes, only because of the range. Let's do this. So the first 10 into the jet bikes.
6s to hit.
6s, so 2. No Dakas, and then to wound. 1 wound.
Fails, so it takes the wound.
Good lads. Okay, and then the rest into the sweeping hawks. Let's get the 5s and 6s out. And then we've got 3 Dakas. So 3 Dakas do additional none. And then to wound, 3s.
And then 4s. We kill another one.
Okay, I was kind of hoping for better than that. What else left to shoot? So we'll have 9 grots shooting onto the one that can't see because he will be closer to the squad.
Yeah. You're shooting what? The swimming hawks, yeah?
Yeah, no, we've got grots here.
Yeah.
So we're shooting to that one that's not engaged in combat.
Okay, the warlock.
Yeah.
No, the farseer.
Yeah. So 4s. Grots be better.
Well, they've dotted up. 1 Daka.
Does an additional.
2 wounds. 2 saves.
Oh, the grots weren't that lucky on that one. It just leaves now my looters. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 shots. Where do we want to shoot you? So the 12 shots we're going to shoot into this squad here, and I'm going to do more Daka. So 5s and 6s onto them. So for the amount of shots, 1, I'm going to spend that 1 last CP. Oh, come on, need it. It doesn't come through. But that's 4 so far. Reroll those 1s. One cocked. So 1 additional 1. So, yeah. For the 1s. More Daka. Reroll the 1s. For additional 2. Okay, so needing freeze to wound.
And then 2 up and vulnerable.
Come on.
You kill 1 bike.
1 bike's better than nothing at this moment in time. Let's go. So the souped up shock attack gun. He is going to shoot into. He's going to shoot into the same squad. So the amount of for the strength. So for 8, amount of shots for 10.
That shock attack gun's been good.
He has been good, yes. He's not been too bad at all. So we've got there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, here we go. So needs 6s because of the -1. So 2 so far. Death Skulls reroll. And then 3 Dakas. Nope. Just hoping for a little bit more. 3s. 2s, oh yeah.
Death Skulls reroll.
Yep. 3.
2 go through, so first one does 6, second one does. Okay.
That's big. We needed that. So only half can see. So needing 5s and 6s. So we'll get the Dakas out first of all. And then it's not too shabby. There was 6s, weren't they?
Yeah.
So okay, so more Dakas. Do additional 1. And then freeze.
1, 2, 4. 4 up saves. Takes 2 wounds, it dies.
Nice. Okay, so then we're just going to go straight into combat. So the first one to go into combat is going to be the Ork boys here. They're going to charge onto the bikes, the character, and to the sweeping hawks.
So 2 normal sweeping hawks.
Yep.
6s. 1. Nope. And then the Exarch. I need 6s. Nothing. Farseer. Shining Spear. No. Catapults. No.
Okay, so getting into 10. So for 11 inches with a +1 charge, it's going to be the War Boss into the Shining Spears. Can't really miss it. Not with a roll like that. So he'll go straight in. And then that is everything. I don't think there's anything else that can charge. So we're going to go straight in with the War Boss first of all. Attacking straight into the... Actually, I tell you what, we'll go in with the... Yeah, we'll do War Boss first of all. Straight into the Shining Spears. Attacks hitting on 2s. All hit. And then wounding you on 2s for the claw.
That's 4. I've got a 6-up armor save. I've your D3 damage.
D3 damage each, yeah.
So do your D3s.
So first one.
Kills a bike.
Next one.
Kill, 1 wound left. Kills the bike.
That's good. Right. So then next up we're going to do the big squad of orcs. So let's work these out. Next one to go is going to be this squad here, going into the first 10 into him, plus Knob, and then the rest into him. So let's do the first 10. So hitting on freeze. If you can give me a hand, just getting rid of the misses. And let's get all the hits in there. Cheers, dude. Okay, to wounds. So there's that. Let's get rid of the misses. Wound, sorry.
Yeah, the fire is dead.
And then, so we're not going to bother rolling for this. There's so many attacks in, so that's pretty much them.
Course, yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to go pull those now to the closest enemy. Go to there, and then we're going to go with last squad. It's going to be these pulling up to there. So it'll give me 8 of those hits, hitting on freeze. Let's just get rid of the misses. It's not too shabby.
And then bring them balls.
So 4's the wound.
So 4 ups.
Here we go.
Even with my reroll I die. So that's game.
Yeah, I think going from here, I think this is where end of the Orcs' turn, going into Elder's turn. Looking at the board, I think me and Rob agree that it's going to be really, really hard now for the Elder to pull it back because it's quite far, really, really ahead in points now for the Orcs. So let's do the final part of the show, and we'll come back.
That's okay.
welcome back to this part. So hopefully you like the new little layout on the board. The objective markers, something new for ourselves. I know it's not new in the community. I have seen it done before, so I can't take any credit for that. I have stolen it from somewhere before. But otherwise, I think they look really, really cool. I have seen them being placed on live streams, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to steal them for the battle report because they're just really there, and you can see exactly where they are. I'm going to play around with them, make them a little bit more cooler, so you can actually see when we do number objectives, so we can see clearly what the number objectives are. Maybe have some like clear resin numbers. But anyway, we're digressing. We're moving away from what we should be talking about. Rob, that was an absolutely awesome game, my friend. Some really, really good shooting from the Orcs at the beginning, at the start. Having first turn for the Orcs made a massive great difference. I think if you'd have gone first, that would have changed everything because you would have just got in there and just annihilated so many big units very, very quickly. The looters were on form. Like, I haven't shot that well with looters for a very long time. And more importantly, I take it back, the souped up shock attack gun, he was absolutely on fire. He just, at one point, dishing out those D3 mortal wounds, that was...
Yeah, just seeing those Sky Reavers die.
It's kind of hard a bit when that happens. But like what you had left over in your army really started turn. I know obviously what was left after that turn, the last turn would have made no difference at all. But what you did have going into turn 2, or even into turn 1, you had going into turn 1. Did destroy quite a lot of my units, and then going into turn 2. They were starting to really hurt. So if I would have done really bad in the shooting, I was really afraid of what might come next. But you done friggin' awesome for what you had. You didn't give up. That's the main. That's the beauty of this. And like I played so many people doing the channel. Turn 1 goes over. It's not quite worked in their favour, and they just want to quit. And you just see the energy seep out of them, like they just don't want to be part of it anymore. But you, sir, hats off to you, man. You had a really bad round of shooting it towards yourself. You stuck in there. You didn't give up. You saw, what was needed to be go for, and you just went for it. And that's friggin' awesome. And that, in a tournament, if you go to a tournament, dude, that's awesome. That's the type of player that you want to play. That you're having a bit of a bad run, but you're still making the game fun. And that's hopefully that come across in camera. We've had some laughs, we've had some jokes. Rob, you are a friggin' awesome player. I've always enjoyed playing yourself, sir. I guess game 3 on the station, on the channel, is going to be a different one. I think you're going to go away and make something even dirtier up, nastier up.
It's not that dirty. It's just the thing is, it's a fast list. It's an aggressive list.
Yeah, sorry, dude. I didn't mean that in a rude way, but like what you've got there, you're right. You've got something that moves really, really fast across the board. Because like when we was talking at the beginning, you were saying about they can move 42 inches,
44 inches, 2 units in my army.
That's friggin' awesome. That's that's board control straight away. You can get across the board quite quickly and then take out what you need to take out, and that's absolutely mental. Really do love your army. I think if you'd have gone turn 1, this would have been a completely different game, and I think we'd have been going into it turn 4, turn 5, possibly with the Orks destroyed.
Thing is, what I need is long range firepower. Luckily, I've got my mate of mine who's got some wall walkers, so I'll be getting myself some wall walkers or some shadow. I think I need indirect fire just to be able to put the pressure on people. Yeah,
and like that, Elder have got some really awesome, indirect fire, right?
Yeah.
But look, we're going to say no more. Thank you very much for watching this. We really do appreciate it. You guys and girls have been absolutely awesome. If you could do us a massive great favour, though, please do hit that like and subscribe. I can't stress how much it helps us out, and we really do appreciate it. We're trying to get to that big number of 10,000. So if you can support us and help us on our way, we absolutely love you. So thanks again for watching this, and hopefully we'll catch you all again soon, very, very soon. Thanks for watching. Rob.
Definitely. Same to you. And that's it. He says, hi.
See you later.